How you guys doing? Board Vet 1286. Sorry I've been away so long. Was very busy, and but now actually I'll have some more time on my hands. So hopefully I'll get some more videos for you guys. And I know how a lot of you have been wanting a performance video on the Dan Weston Chaos. I'll try and get that to you as soon as possible now, since I'll have a lot of time on my hands. But this video is about quality and money of a 1911 and a 2011, because you hear all those guys that'll say you need to buy, Wilson Combat, Nighthawk, Kimbers. I guess Kimbers would be probably like the mid-range of expensive, but you'll hear some of those 1911 guys, 2011 guys, well, you should spend this amount of money and it'll be this good, or you spend that amount of money and it'll be that good. Well, in my experience, that's not the case. So just hang on to your hats. It'll be all right. So, and recently I purchased two 1911s. Actually, one was a 1911, the other one was a 2011. One, I had a friend of mine build it for me. It is an STI 2011. It's not something that was shipped from the factory. I actually picked out the parts myself of what I wanted it to have in it, and he built it for me. And he sent it to a local FFL dealer and all that shit. So relax. But it's really nice how he put it together. He made the tolerances so tight that when it's sent to me, I had a hard time moving the slide, that it would get stuck about here, and I would have to force it forward, which he said sometimes it's good to have overlap because it goes for a really good solid fit. And over time, that's what I had to do. I had to shoot it a lot, and it worked. And but yeah, this I only paid maybe $1,700. I can't remember. I know it was over $1,000. So, and it shoots great. It shoots really good. And I'll make sure I get some more. I'll get a video on this performing as well. And it kind of goes to the point. Over $1,000 compared to almost $4,000. And remember, in my previous video, if you follow my Facebook, I don't recommend it. I'm an asshole. But this was having problems running Winchester white box through it, because I guess the casings they weren't perfectly round at the edges to where the ejector wasn't, or the extractor or whatever wasn't taking the casings out. And come to find out, Winchester white box has that little issue with their casings not being completely up to specs. So that was kind of a downfall. $4,000, and it's picky with specific ammo. But this STI 2011 that my friend built for me, it can shoot anything, no problem at all. And I only paid, like I said, over $1,000 for it. And this thing's shooting great, and it's shooting just as accurate, or as the same as the Dan Weston Chaos. And that's where my point goes to. Sometimes spending so much money doesn't always mean great quality or accuracy. So, these two, I'll definitely have these two match up and see how they go. Well, there goes, that goes my point, to where, money isn't always quality. Now, a while ago, my very first 1911 was this. The Sig Sauer 1911. Just a regular, 1911. Nothing crazy, nothing insane about it, even though I did put a guide rod in it from Wilson Combat. It definitely does a lot better. But I only paid like $700 for it, and shoots great. It's not too bad. But I recently purchased this actually made it in the Rifleman's magazine as well. It is the EA, or I think it's the EEA or EAA Witness 1911, and it's the Witness P, the polymer frame 1911 that CZ and EA, whatever the company is, that came out with, and they came up with this, the EAA P. and I only paid $300 for this. Of course, you know, it is a polymer lower, so I decided to also put a Wilson Combat guide rod in it as well. And that definitely made recoil a lot more manageable, but you can also buy lighter ammunition for it, which is what I did, and it shoots great. You got a great trigger on it, a great reset. But that goes to another point to where, you know, money isn't always quality, and this thing only being $300, and it only came with one magazine, and the magazine's from Meg Air, and I don't know much about 1911s. I'm personally a Glock guy, but I do like 1911s as well because they shoot great as well. So, but I don't know this company. It's Meg Air. Maybe you guys might, but I guess that's what that's what it came with. And when I first shot it, had a couple failures to eject, failures to feed, which I thought, okay, well, it's $300, so, you know, but still, it still worked just fine, in my opinion. So then, of course, all 1911s, they're usually compatible with other magazines, like Wilson Combat, Kimmer, and stuff like that. So what I did is I used one of my magazines from my SIG right here, and it won't lock in. For some odd reason, I don't know why. It just won't do it. So, used Chip McCormick mags. It works just fine. And yeah, I used different mags, put in a different guide rod in it, and it was shooting just as nice, if better, than this all steel frame 1911 from SIG. $300 to $800, $700. And there goes my point again, to where does money buy quality? Sometimes yes, sometimes no, and then you get into these types of variables, and then just makes you wonder. And so that's how my opinion will go on it, to where, you know, money isn't always quality. And of course, it goes to show with the Dan Weston and the STI. That would be my conclusion, that sometimes money won't always buy everything that you want, but, you know, opinions will differ, of course. But that's just how I see it. But I'll get some more videos for you guys. This is just kind of an update of what's going on with the channel. A lot of things have been happening lately, so expect a little bit more of a pickup coming up soon. So definitely get you some more reviews on some of these pistols and other firearms that I have. And hope you guys stay tuned, and I'll make sure I get some more videos for you with this Dan Weston KS Elite, because I know you've been wanting those. So guys, definitely stick around, okay?